star with plenty of accolades.
The youngest United States champion and the youngest Money in the Bank winner in WWE history.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Austin Theory!
All the potential in the world, but unfortunately, a bad attitude too.
Quite simply, the greatest of all time, John Cena.
And his opponent, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
When John Cena's here, he's back where he belongs.
He has shown the ruthless aggression for over 2 decades.
At one time, the most polarizing figure in WWE history. But the WWE Universe is...
The bell rings and John Cena is looking like he's got that big fight feel coursing through his veins right now.
I think John Cena approaches every match with that same big fight mentality, Michael. There are few superstars who will push themselves to the limits that John Cena does every match.
I agree, Byron. I don't think Cena will be pulling any punches here tonight.
Yeah, but let's not forget about Theory. Impressive beyond his years and has a knack for embarrassing his competition simply to prove how good he is.
It is not enough for Theory to just prove he's the better man. He can't help but showboat about it.
Sit out, pendulum face buster.
That's gonna hurt.
Sudoku driver.
Locks in the gut wrench.
And that was a well-executed attack. And no room for any of Theory's patented showboating after that.
And that's just scratching the surface of what Cena's capable of.
No way!
Suicide dive!
Just a devil-may-care attitude on full display.
Going for broke, and it pays off.
John Cena is known for his big heart outside of the ring. Is that something that translates inside the ring as well?
Absolutely, Cole. Putting his heart into everything he does is what made John Cena so successful in and out of the ring. I don't think tonight will be any different.
Uh-oh, got snatched up here, and that definitely made solid impact. Big impact.
Oh, man. Kick to the gut. Hook. Uh-oh.
Able to reverse that one.
Oof.
John Cena has him where he wants him. You can't see me. This is vintage Cena. The 5-knuckle shuffle.
Cena just threw every ounce of power he has into that move.
Oh, the stunner. That was the best one I've ever seen.
He's getting pushed out into the defensive.
Yeah, big match John was definitely turning it on there.
There's a fisherman suplex. Quick thinking from Theory.
Right across the face.
Guys, we could be looking at the start of one of the all-time great sports entertainment rivalries.
Way to put the cart before the horse, Cole. Sure, there's potential here. There always is. But they're not exactly having to be ripped apart from each other yet.
Fisherman buster.
And kicks out before the refs count.
We're well into the match, and he still seems so fresh. It's almost unbelievable.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Oh, look at the well-placed elbow right on the mark.
Oh, what a kick.
And some effective offense with that one.
Saw it coming and got out there.
Oof. Punch. Nasty. And countouts are legal, so hopefully this will be a short trip outside. Tossed back into the ring. He can't take any more of this.
Maybe just stay down, man. You've done enough.
The five-knuckle shuffle.
Into the corner. This can't be good.
What is Cena thinking? Wait a minute. No way. Cena's thinking about the end.
To an adjustment.
Is that all Cena needs?
Hazardous position as Theory gains footing.
Cena with an attitude adjustment.
Will that keep Theory grounded? Cena thinking high risk.
Oh, this is going to be over if it hits.
From the second rope.
To an adjustment.
Does Cena put this one away?
A massive celebration underway. Boy, they deserve that win.
Yeah, what a battle this was. And a much-deserved celebration for the winner. And things,
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't shake their hand.
Listen, the winner obviously appreciates the effort from the loser in this matchup and great sportsmanship displayed. You gotta love it.
The Beast is here.
Time for a beatdown, cowboy style.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar!
The Beast Incarnate has been involved in some of WWE's biggest matches.
He's always a spectacle to see in action.
And there are undoubtedly more unforgettable moments on their way. It's time to do it the cowboy way.
Brock Lesnar began his career dominating WWE, was nearly unstoppable in MMA, and has spent over a decade dominating the WWE landscape since returning.
A man who has been virtually unstoppable.
One of the tallest competitors in WWE history.
The personification of intimidation. The Colossus has arrived.
There are plenty of words you could use to describe Brock Lesnar. Warrior, cowboy, but none fit him exactly as Beast. There's never been a superstar that has personified dominance like the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
The mere presence of Brock Lesnar in the ring fills this arena with an air of anticipation. Everyone wants to know what level of carnage he will unleash in this match.
I think it's a safe bet that Lesnar will exceed whatever your expectations might be in that regard. When it comes to in-ring competition, Lesnar never holds back.
And he literally has a mountain in front of him in the form of a mox.
Yeah, Corey, the 7'3" Omos has easily been one of the most feared competitors since landing in the WWE, and for good reason. Just look at him.
Brock Lesnar's abilities speak for themselves at this point. What do you think his best path to victory is tonight?
Whatever the hell he wants, Cole. Lesnar is unmatched on the roster. As long as he doesn't completely write the other guy off, this one's more or less in the bag.
Boom! Right to the body. Saw it coming and answered with a sharp elbow. Lands face first.
Oh, my goodness.
And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver.
Oh, man, that's like death by 1,000 cuts.
And this one might be headed ringside.
Delivered into the barricade.
Into the barricade. And Omos pays for leaving an opening. Oh, look at the knee strikes. Precision strikes. Lesnar with a well-timed shot.
Grabbing a hold of the arm.
Oh, drop.
As the arm bars stretch in.
Oh, and the giant Omos cut down to size there.
Lesnar certainly wasn't holding back when he delivered that hit.
Ooh.
A little insult to your injury.
Connects on the kick.
Look at this.
And that was an efficient display of offense with that maneuver.
No.
He steers clear of contact.
Counter upon counter. Great minds thinking alike. Both competitors showing how well they know one another. Omos with an epic choke slam. And that's the kind of offense that has made Omos so feared.
Omos. Here's winning with his opponent. It's all Omos's for the taking.
What in the world?
I think Paul Heyman's heart just skipped a beat. Was that a wake-up call now for Brock Lesnar? Has it just angered the Beast more?
And Omos is as surprised as we are. He clearly didn't expect anybody to kick out of that. Punch! Oh, this is not good at all. The pendulum backbreaker stretch. The Beast now is being contained.
Yeah, impressive offense from Omos. Ooh.
Oh, man, check out this power. Gorilla press slam.
Omos has set his target.
Sky high.
Down hard from Omos.
That spells trouble for Lesnar.
There's two. He put it away. He picks up the win.
Here is your winner, the Nigerian Giant, Omos.
Gotta hand it to our winner, standing tall with their arm raised tonight.
I am awestruck, gentlemen. We just witnessed
who has spent a decade atop WWE with the accolades to prove it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
He's arrogant, he's abrasive, but he's also really freaking good.
And he has the titles and main events to prove it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the social media icon has arrived.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 185 pounds, Logan Paul.
Well, love him or hate him, his career is off to an amazing start.
You're right, Saxton. This guy nearly...
For my money, Seth Rollins might just be one of the most arrogant superstars in the history of this business, and that's saying something. Rollins truly believes there isn't a man alive who can match his greatness.
Well, I'm not sure Rollins is wrong about that, actually. Throughout his career, he's always been circling the top of the men's division, a constant threat to any title or opponent that he sets his sights on.
Well, maybe well-earned, but Seth Rollins is still as cocky as they come.
And he'll take on Logan Paul. But if he's expecting a cakewalk, he better think again.
No kidding. Logan Paul's shown himself to be an absolute natural. A lot of celebrities come to WWE for a payday and to say that they've done it. Paul's put in the time and the effort, and the results have been speaking for themselves.
Love him or hate him, Seth freaking Rollins is arguably one of the best in-ring competitors in all of WWE today. Considering his skill level and the many accolades he's accumulated, Corey, I have to ask, how do you prepare for a superstar like Rollins?
When it comes to planning for Rollins, you can't let him dictate the pace or control the match. There's a reason he's called the architect. Slow things down, don't let him get rolling, and then you might actually have a chance of gaining the upper hand. Got it, scouted.
And that definitely wasn't Logan's best effort.
And Rollins is wearing a self-satisfied smirk after landing that.
Look at this, snap suplex. Oh my goodness. There's the jumping knee drop.
So precise.
He reverses it. Closed fist connects. Big back body drop.
You see the height on that?
Oh my God, DDT! He can do it here. Kick out before the ribs count.
Not time to expect victory yet.
And he hit the Three Amigos.
Amazing display.
Makes the cover. Oh my, how in the world did he kick out of that?
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup.
Up to the top rope now. Look at that.
Out of the way in time.
Enzuigiri finds its mark.
Knee to the gut creates separation.
Rollins acting with such confidence. Proving he's truly head and shoulders above the rest of the men's division.
Nasty right hand. Vicious Enzuigiri.
Rollins from up high. From the top. You gotta be kidding me.
That's gravity taking a break before coming down like thunder.
And he gets delivered back into the ring. Impressive reversal on Rollins. Right on the chops.
Logan Paul feeling on top of the world and letting him know it.
DDT.
He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
Shoulder shoots up before 2.
Refusing to give up even an inch of ground as this match continues. And he rolls out to create some separation.
He should have created separation by never coming out here.
Into the corner now.
Rollins now from the middle. What a stomp. Will Paul recover?
Rollins lining it up. We've seen this win matches for Rollins.
Trying to end it.
He did it! He did it!
Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
A very impressive victory for Seth Rollins.
A very impressive victory for Seth Rollins.
The Kingslayer.
Well, this man is 6'3", 275 pounds of pure power.
Perhaps the strongest man in WWE.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
We've seen it so many times. When that bell rings, Bobby Lashley flips a switch. And on display, we witness his frightening intensity.
I mean, frightening power as well, Byron. Everything about Bobby Lashley is just intimidating. The Almighty is here, and just look into Lashley's eyes. His goal is to seriously hurt his opponent, and he can do just that.
Lashley's ability can put you in survival mode very quickly.
The Almighty has proven that he is definitely in the hurt business, and business is very, very good.
But don't discount the man he's facing, a man who has been counting the minutes to getting this fight started.
Oh, what a cross body.
Just a dominant display. My goodness.
Beautiful standing switch into the gutbuster.
Very effective.
Setting it up. Thunderous clothesline.
This match grinded him down a little.
Oof, ruthless striking.
In my opinion, all Bobby Lashley has to do to get this match won is keep the attacks coming. He just has to use those powerful blows of his to grind down the opposition until they have nothing left.
It does sound like a good use for all of Lashley's otherworldly strengths in this match.
He's channeling the crowd's energy.
Trap the arm. Neck breaker.
So smooth.
Clothesline.
Beautiful senton. Look out.
Choke bomb. And that will add on to the damage Lashley has already absorbed in this one.
This is where endurance becomes so important in the late stages of the match.
Was ready for that.
Sequence of reversals here. Both superstars clearly studied game tape ahead of time.
Oh my gosh, knee.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Oh, look at his aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Oh, he could be looking for a submission here.
There's a mandible claw.
Tap out. An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, Bray Wyatt.
Wrestle perhaps the perfect match. Never any doubt in this win.
Never a doubt, barely a moment's suspense. This one was about as lopsided as they come.
Get ready for the self-proclaimed problem in WWE.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 182 pounds, Mustafa Ali!
One of the best high flyers on the WWE roster.
And a man who never backs down from a fight.
Ali may be abrasive, but one of the most highly intelligent competitors in all of WWE.
show off.
And one of the toughest veterans on the entire WWE roster.
And his opponent, representing Dirty Dogs from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218 pounds, Dolph Ziggler!
Dolph Ziggler made it his personal mission to eliminate the complacency that plagues the WWE locker room.
Month after month, the preaching is the same. Dolph Ziggler truly believes no one can hang on his level.
He's truly a top dog. No doubt about that. Guys, when it comes to Mustafa Ali, you have to acknowledge that he's got the kind of dogged perseverance that makes him such a fascinating competitor to watch. You know he's going to give the fight everything he has and then some.
Yeah, that doggedness can sometimes rear its head as stubbornness, but that's only because Ali knows how good he is in the ring and has known that for quite some time.
Absolutely, Corey, and I know he plans to show just that in this match.
And with a talent like Dolph Ziggler, we all know the name of the game. Ziggler knows just how good a competitor he is bell to bell, and he's always ready to let everyone know. The WWE Universe, his competition, Saxton.
Hey, I'm well aware just how talented Dolph Ziggler is.
And will this be it? Quick shoulder up.
Keeping a loss at bay for now.
What? Oh, God. Double axe handle. No, that's not right. Somebody do something about that.
I see how it is. Going to take any shortcut to bypass a clean competition.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a shortcut, Saxton. Mustafa Ali has a lot of heart, but I don't think I'm talking out of turn to suggest he upped the aggression tonight. Really unleash that retribution we know he still has inside.
We've certainly seen him do it before, Corey, so we know he's capable of it. Snapmare. And the rolling neck snap. Ziggler's asserting some dominance now.
Mustafa Ali is temporarily down. Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg.
Kick.
Nasty kick. Dolph Ziggler looking for the submission hold. Sleeper hold locked in. Give up now. Swallow.
And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in. Dropping the elbow, one after another. Just punishing their opponent.
This could be big. Going up high. Rough landing. Ali with some good timing here. Hits him with the counter. Still the best drop kick in the game. Jumping DDT. My. Ooh. Set up for the side Russian leg sweep. Let him break his arm. Vicious. He has just completely lost his wind.
I don't want to say he's done, but I can hear the fat lady warming up.
Guys, we know that if Ali's heart is beating, he has a chance to turn this. What a kick by Ziggler. Is that enough for Ziggler? What a kick. By Ziggler, and that just silenced Ali.
Launching. Diving elbow right on point.
Ali is now in a demoralizing position. Dolph isn't giving any breathing room. That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys.
Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Dolph Ziggler looking for the submission hold.
Ziggler with the sleep.
And he lets him out of the submission hold.
Could have been a strategic move to wear down that body part for something bigger later.
From the ring all the way to the floor.
Ziggler with impetus here.
And the WWE taking flight. Whoa, what a landing. And that was That's a collision you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Came down like a wrecking ball on a cinder block.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Oh! Ziggler pulling up the band. Dodged right on cue.
Trap the arm. Into the neck breaker.
Rolling neck snap. Nice headlock applied. Look at this athleticism.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Uh-oh, this is just vicious.
No! That'll break his arm. Vicious.
Uh-oh.
That holds back Ziggler's attack.
Boom!
Across the shoulders, up and boom!
Check.
And he said, you're not getting me with that this time. Nice takedown. Oh, this is just disrespectful. Oh, an elbow drop for added measure. Dolph Ziggler is in the zone.
Can finish things.
The official. Right place, right time. Fireman's carry.
Nice takedown. Enough already.
Caught all that with his face, and now Mustafa is bleeding good. Unleashing a barrage on their opponent.
Ali at the mercy of his opponent. Dolph showing off that wide array of his.
Take off. Diving elbow right on point.
And more attacks to his core could hinder his offense.
This has become a monumental struggle for these competitors.
Dolph Ziggler looking for the submission hold. Sleeper hold is applied.
And he chooses to let go of the hold.
But just the amount of time he was in that submission could be very significant. What a kick by Ziggler.
The big gun fired yet again.
2 count. It's over. Oh, and a nice work.
Here is your winner, Dolph Ziggler.
What an emphatic victory, guys. No contest.
An absolute statement by the victor here tonight. What a steamroller.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 456 pounds, Rick Boogs and Elias.
The tension building for this match is so thick you can cut it with a knife. A lot of drama involved with this one. Gentlemen, Class is in session.
That's right, Cole. Show a little respect for Master Gable and the #1 guy, Otis.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 532 pounds, Chad Gable and Otis, the Alpha Academy.
Both men extremely accomplished in amateur wrestling together have won the Raw Tag Team titles.
The dictionary definition of a rising tide raising all ships. How can you not love Gable and Otis? Look at that face.
I can think of a few reasons.
Chad Gable and Otis, the Alpha Academy in action here tonight. I'm still not sure if Chad is quite the educator he thinks he is, frankly.
Do you see the evolution of Otis, Cole? Chad took Otis, an emotionally fragile, raw lump of clay, and molded him into the alpha male we see here today. I can't think of a better teacher for anyone than an Olympic athlete. Together, Alpha Academy is the paragon of tag teams.
It's less about his ability and more about the curriculum of Master Gable that I bring into question.
But their opponents are tired of hearing about them. Tonight's about stealing the spotlight. It's about a step.
He goes for the cover. And bypasses the pinfall.
No harm in seeing if he could finish him off quick there.
Picture perfect drop kick.
That puts a stop to Gable. Scoop slam!
Tag is made.
Ripcord applied. Oh, and a forearm.
Who wants to walk with Elias?
Unleashed might and force.
He got in there. Good save.
He's getting a huge boost right now from all those chants and cheers.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. Suplex!
He was elusive there.
Oh!
And a hearty shoosh from Mr. 4.0. There's no coming back from that, guys.
Right hook! Held in a perilous position.
Ooh, pinpointing the trachea.
He was from the middle rope. Tag made. Tag made. Oh!
DDT delivered.
Is it enough? And he gets the shoulder up before two.
Not getting to 2 at this point has got to say something. Big clothesline.
Elias fends that off.
Oh, a brick wall running into you. And tag. He did it.
Let's go.
Boom, what an uppercut.
Boog's looking to rock, but he's got to stay on his man here. Into the corner he goes, a perfectly placed target. He's got him down. Is this it? Stops the count before a 2.
He's not letting fatigue set in or get the better of him.
Stiff headbutt.
With the tag is Chad Gable.
Going over the top, all the way to the floor.
I don't care how much padding the floor seems to have. Being thrown out of the ring like that is incredibly unforgiving to your body.
Whip back into the ring.
Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing forearm.
Ooh, well measured. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Double chicken wing. Tiger suplex.
He's lost some of his wind now.
Uh-oh.
Quickly to cover. It easily stops the ref's count.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
He's in off the tag.
It's like a brick wall running into you.
A nice shot by Otis.
Well, that'll leave a mark.
Placing them right where they want them, into the corner. Splash! For the victory here. He stops the count for his partner. Big Otis with a big Otis slam.
Isn't enough to put Boogs away.
Thank goodness for the teammate.
Just right in time. Kick to the gut. Ooh, brutal forearm.
Does he get him here? And he only stays down for a 1 count.
He's still got more left in the tank.
Got the tag. Got the tag.
Clothesline delivered.
East River crossing. Oh, jeez. He's getting a little battered now. Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
Clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Up across the shoulders. What's next? TKO.
Into the cover. Barely kicks out.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there.
He's got him scouted.
With the spine buster.
We're beginning to reach him. He thinks he has it. No, he gets the shoulder up. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now.
No one can. Boom, right across the small of the back. Oh, man, going for the home run. Crashing down with authority.
Will Otis make it pay off?
For the win. There's 2. Whoa, this is surprising, Byron.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he would let him out right there.
From the top.
Diving headbutt.
Is it enough? The cover. 2. Wow, he's going to celebrate all night long.
Here are your winners, Chad Gable and Otis, the Alpha Academy.
Chad Gable leads the team to victory.
No frills, no gimmicks, just old school tag team excellence to get the victory.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel a sudden chill in the air.
Well, Dexter Lumis has arrived.
The following contest is a last man standing match. Making his way to the ring from Recluse, Wyoming, weighing in at 230 pounds, Dexter Lumis.
He's almost reptilian in his movements.
You're right, Saxton. His walk, his crawl, his attacks in the ring, everything about Lumis is nightmare fuel.
The eyes of an artist who will paint a picture of his victims before their match.
Competitors dread seeing their image painted by Lumis.
I wasn't going to say anything, but Lumis painted Saxton. This is going to be good.
And his opponent from Adelaide, Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Bruiser Reed.
You are looking at some highly motivated competitors in this match, looking to steal the show. Hashtag last man standing. This is what this match is about. No disqualifications, no countouts, no pinfalls, no submissions. Beat the hell out of your opponent till they can't make it to their feet by a count of 10. And we're underway.
Oh, soon we could be seeing a submission here.
Sleeper hold locked in tight. He's to free himself from the sleeper. He needs to break this submission. Fighting with everything he has. As easy as it may seem to come into a no DQ match with no plan other than to get violent, strategy can play a role in this. Now's the time for a superstar to get inventive, to get creative when it comes to inflicting damage on their opponents. Spiked.
He's taking some good hits.
Taking a few licks here, but nothing that'll keep you down for the count of 10.
Look at this!
Slingshot senton, yes.
That was coming in hot at breakneck speed.
Going fast and living dangerously.
And he tosses him back in now.
Something's about to go either very wrong or very right.
From the top!
He must have had that scouting.
Spiked with a Uranagi.
Boom! Did you hear the impact?
German suplex.
Oh, did you hear that? Heads out of the ring. What's next?
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any rogue ninja attacks.
Oh, an eye rake.
That's not right, but effective.
Right across the throat.
Nice backbreaker.
And a stop to the gut, too.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there. His grip slipping, so he releases the hold.
Still was able to produce some considerable damage, though.
Dexter Lumis, submission hold locked in. Silence.
This won't win the match, but it's one way to inflict a great deal of punishment. Tap all you want, but in this case, a surrender does not grant you a reprieve.
Count still climbing. We're up to 7 now.
8, 9, 10.
Oh, wow. Rendered unconscious. unconscious. The official has to call it.
Here is your winner, Dexter Lumis.
The WWE Universe celebrating this match and the winner.
With that win, they deserve the praise.
This win is going to have them on a high for quite some time, I have to believe.
Winning's great, Saxton, but they have to start thinking about their next challenge sooner rather than later. This win won't be all that matters much longer.
Cody Rhodes has returned.
A man who changed the entire wrestling world and is now ready to prove himself again in the WWE.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
A man who's made it his mission to show the power of the Rhodes name.
The son of the dream, who is set to become every competitor's worst nightmare in WWE. A man who began his WWE career with a legacy to uphold, but soon became a star who left them all in the dust.
Yeah, I think we can all agree his time away has turned him into one of the toughest competitors in all of sports entertainment. Here comes the head of the table, the Tribal Chief.
And his opponent, representing the Bloodline, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
This is the man who unified the WWE and Universal Championships to become undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
It was a history-making WrestleMania moment, and this man has had many of those.
Here's a question. What has Roman Reigns done that isn't history-making?
I actually agree with you, Saxton, a man who has had an indescribable impact on this industry.
He's carved his legacy in stone. Match is underway, no holds barred, anything goes, but this match must be won in the ring via pinfall or submission.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this match ended via referee stoppage, Cole. The lengths that superstars will go in a no-holds-barred match, this isn't going to be pretty.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Prime example of working smarter, not harder. That's what I say.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Reversal! Can he take advantage?
Inverted atomic drop.
Ooh. And he denies Cody. Oh, my right!
Man, that's some attitude behind it.
Sent crashing to the floor.
And he has free reign to the outside with no countouts to worry about. Oh, God, what a brain buster.
And if you take one too many of those, we know how this match is going to turn out.
Oh, atomic drop. Uh-oh. Remarkable power being shown here. I'm going to tap out here, but it ain't going to matter.
And rolls him off.
Oh, right to the jaw. And he slides him back to the mat. And what's he looking for here?
With all this in mind, take it from me. Nothing good ever comes from rearranging furniture.
Getting him into the corner. Oh, elbow caught him right on the bridge of the nose. He thinks he has it. Strong kick out there.
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough.
Really just laying it in.
You know, I have to ask Corey, how much of an actual strategy is there in a no disqualification match?
Honestly, it depends on the superstar's mindset. Some just want to get through it. Others want to inflict, saving us from having to sit through that. Sent flying. It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person and make a statement.
Suplex. Vertical suplex. Okay, consider that a harsh lesson.
And he heads out of the ring. No countouts, no worries.
Oh, the big dog is in a bad way.
Yeah, Roman.
And rolls him off.
Oh, look at this. Is it enough, guys? Is it enough to get back in this match?
Wow. So far, so good.
Swift clothesline out of nowhere. Choke. An extreme amount of pressure in this submission hold.
There is no doubt surrender is imminent. Gotta find a way out of the guillotine. They're not gonna last long. Walling a bridge and out. Incredible.
Flying forearm connects. Hoping to end it here.
This is it.
Breaks the close count.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
Oh, targeting the stomach. Kick to the gut. Boom! DDT.
Alright, that's it.
Placed into the corner.
Superman punch in the corner.
Serious jeopardy for Rhodes.
Makes the cover. Kick out. I don't believe it.
The American Nightmare able to persevere here. Absolutely incredible.
And after all that, Roman Reigns still hasn't ended this battle. Right in the face.
My God.
And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch. He leaves the ring, and there's no countouts in this one.
Bulldog plants him.
Big counter from Reigns.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched. He may be in a bad way here.
Roman turning up the pressure and the heat there.
Thrown back in under the ropes.
Rhodes looking to end this.
Rhodes.
Rhodes just turned the lights on.
For the win. 2. There it is. Cody Rhodes gets it.
Here is your winner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
And he certainly proved himself a superstar to watch with this one.
Call animal control. Someone just claimed Roman Reigns' yard here tonight.
Perhaps the best female high flyer in WWE, Io Sky.
You can never discount the backup, the control on the ground every time Io is around.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing Damage Control from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky.
An NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, a Dusty Classic winner, NXT Women's Champion, and multiple-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion.
Yeah, there was truly no limit to the future success of Io Sky, especially with Damage Control by her side. Well, lover or hater, Sky has one of the best moonsaults in all of WWE.
You're right about that, Saxton. If we're lucky, we'll see another one tonight.
The genius of the Sky about to assert control.
The Eradicator has arrived.
Ready to pass judgment on the women's division.
And representing the Judgment Day, from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea's had plenty of accolades. She's held the NXT UK and the NXT Women's Championship.
Such an impressive resume for Rhea Ripley, but man, is she intimidating.
Yeah, it's no easy task to face down Rhea Ripley.
Always ready to eradicate any obstacle in her way. The ice-cold expression on her face tells you all you need to know about Rhea Ripley.
Rhea has complete confidence in herself.
Rhea Ripley in the ring and ready to get things going here. She certainly lives up to the Nightmare moniker. You're not getting a lot of sleep when you know you're facing off against Ripley.
Ripley has been tormenting the WWE's women's division for years, unleashing as much psychological torment as she does physical. You might be able to get through the match tonight, but Rhea's physical dominance will be remembered for weeks.
Like that feeling of constantly falling, Rhea Ripley has proven that she's a reoccurring nightmare.
And then we have a superstar who defies gravity just as often as she defies the rules. Io Sky.
Abdominal stretch. It's locked in.
This is a great way to wear down your opponent.
Submission locked in. Nowhere to... how's she going to get out of this? Fighting back out of the abdominal stretch. And that's a great counter there. And turns it into a great offensive maneuver. Flapjack. She thinks she has it. Kick out at one.
She's still got a lot of stamina left.
Rhea, top turnbuckle.
Up high.
Missile drop kick. And Skyo gets dealt a ruthless blow with that attack.
Rhea with a reminder that the pain she delivers is no dream. You know, Rhea Ripley is all about methodically destroying her opponents in the ring. So if I was taking her on, I'd try to control the tempo and make her compete at my speed, not allowing her to find a good offensive rhythm.
Not a bad idea. That might just... big right, and another one! What a slugfest!
I knew this match was going to be hard-hitting, and it has not disappointed.
Oh, look who's here!
What are they doing out here?
No escape allowed for this competitor.
Corey, why did that superstar just throw them back in the ring?
Your guess is as good as mine, but right now it's time to plant your feet and throw hands.
Rhea
For the win! And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
If this win doesn't earn them respect, I don't know what will.
This is definitely one of those wins that counts as making a statement. You can't just disrespect me and expect to get away with it.
It certainly does, Byron, and I can't imagine a more emphatic statement right about now.